I never really had aspirations of becoming an English teacher, but here we go. This is an English lesson. No, not for Chinese people, but for you, the native speaker. We're all talking about China these days, but you've probably been making a few English mistakes along the way. First things first, Hong Kong and China. Wrong. This would be like saying New York and America. It just sounds weird, right? It implies that Hong Kong and China are two separate entities, which they are not. If your country has diplomatic ties with China, which it most likely does, it means it acknowledges the One China policy, meaning it also acknowledges that Hong Kong is part of China. Anyway, what you should say is the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region and the Chinese mainland. Okay, I know that's a bit of a mouthful, so we'll let you get away with Hong Kong and the Chinese mainland. But if you want extra brownie points, add SAR after Hong Kong. Now, let's move on. The GBA, or the Guangdong Hong Kong Macau Greater Bay Area. I know it is also a bit of a tongue twister, it's just so much more succinct in Chinese, trust me. But there is a nuanced mistake that I see a lot, where people say, for example, Hong Kong people coming to the Greater Bay Area to develop their careers. Sounds correct, right? But Hong Kong is part of the Greater Bay Area, so how can you go to a place that you're already in? Instead, if you are referring to Hong Kong or Macau people coming to the 9 Greater Bay Area cities in Guangdong for work or education, you should say exactly that they are coming to Guangdong's Greater Bay Area cities. Here's some context. It would be like saying a Los Angeles resident went to California for better work prospects. Sounds weird, right? Well, that's because it is, and it's the same with Hong Kong, Macau, and when referring to the Greater Bay Area. Before the bell rings, one of my pet peeves. I often see people use CCP. Well, that's wrong too. As you're watching this, open up another tab and search in Wikipedia for the Communist Party of China. What is the abbreviation? It is CPC, not CCP. Fact-checking sometimes takes literally seconds, but I guess that's too much to ask for sometimes. Finally, before we conclude our English lesson, one more thing. It's called COVID-19. Not the China virus, or the Wuhan virus, or any other racially fueled name you want to come up with. It's just COVID-19. Get it? Got it? Good. Class dismissed.